Hi everyone, hope you all are good. We are here for math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 6 math. Click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter statistics. The lessons we're going to cover today are identify representative element by samples, calculate mean, median, mode and range. Mean, median, mode and range, find the missing number. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Here I am on grade 6 math. Chapter we are on right now is statistics. Let's just start with the first lesson, that is identify representative random and bias samples. Ron surveyed the two shoppers who spent the most at his boutique last month. Is this a random sample or of the shoppers at the boutique? So the two shoppers who spent the most, so they are not similar to the others, right? So this is the biased sample, not a random sample, because they are not the same like the others. Okay, let's just start with the tests. Ron surveyed the two shoppers who spent the most at his boutique last month. Is this a random sample of the shoppers at the boutique? So, no, they are not the random sample, they are the biased samples. Christoph sent an email to everyone planning to attend the Nelson's family reunion and gave them the chance to vote on the reunion location. 7 of them took the time to email back with their votes. Is this the sample of the people planning to attend the reunion likely to be representative? 7 of them are not the that is not the representative, just as the yes, they are the representative. Since the people who took the time to vote might not be the similar to the people who did not, it is a bias sample. It is not likely to be representative sample. Okay, got it. Nick surveyed the 492 employees at the company with over a decade of experience. Is this a random sample of the employees at the company? No, that is not the random sample. They are 490. They are working over a decade of the experience. So no, they are not the random sample. The librarian interviewed the 379 patrons who spent the most time at the library last week. Is this sample of library patrons likely to be biased? So they are, yes, they are the biased sample. The correct option is yes. Jack pulled 12 struggling skaters at an ice rink. Is this a random sample of the skaters at the rink? The 12 struggling skaters, they are different than the others. So no, that is not the random sample. Andrew threw a handful of photos into the air, then collected the 17 photos that landed on the rug. Is this a random sample of the photos? It is a random sample, right? Because he is collecting the pictures randomly. So yes, these are random samples. Chang polled 342 people throughout each city in his country. Each city is the same size. Is this sample of the residents of city in the country likely to be representative? The correct option is Biased, it is not representative. It is representative because the city has equal number of residents. That is actually the main thing. So it is likely to be representative. So yes, it is. Albert Pool, the first 937 consumers to use a new type of vacuum. Is this random sample of the vacuumers trying the new vacuum? No, they are not random. They are different than the others. First 937. Steve put some business cards into a basket. Then he drew seven business cards out of the basket. Is this sample of the business cards in the basket likely to be biased? No, they are not the biased. They are the. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is calculate mean, median, mode, and range. Halle writes articles for a women's health magazine. She has written 5 articles this year with these length. What was the mod of the article's length? So you need to calculate the mod. Mod is the number that appears the most of the time in the given data. So 9 is the number that appears the most of the time. So 9 is the mod of the articles. The correct option is 9 option number. The correct option is we are on the tutorial. Let's just start with the test questions. Halle writes article for a women's health magazine. She has written 5 articles this year with these length. What was the mod of the article's length? The correct option is 9. 9 is the number that appears the most of the time. What is the median? So for the median, you need to arrange the number from least to greatest. 1, 3, 4, 10, and 10. So median, that is the one that is exactly in the middle of the numbers, divides the data into two groups. Before the median, you have all the numbers that are less than median, and after the median, you have all the numbers that are greater than median. So 4 is the median. The correct option is 4. Option number 2 is the 3 is the correct option. What is the range? Range is the difference between the greatest and the least number in the given data. The greatest number is 9. The least number is 1. So 9 minus 1 is 8. The correct option is 8. So range is the difference between the greatest and the least number in the given data. So 9 minus 1 is 8. The correct option is 8. Very good. What is the mod, which is the correct option? The mod is 2. Very good. Option number 1 is the correct option. A meteorologist recorded the wind speed every day at noon for 6 days and recorded speeds of what was the range of the wind speed? So, which is the correct option? The range is the difference between the greatest and the least value. So, 9 minus 4 is 5. Option number 3 is the correct option. Sadie ran a lemonade stand 5 times last summer. The numbers of lemons needed depended on the number of customers each time. What was the median number of lemons used? So, which is the correct option? For the median, you need to arrange the numbers from least to greatest. So, now you have to tell me which is the median. Yes, 4 it is very good. Option number 2 is the correct option. Rona earned pocket money by 5 occasions. The redemption values were what was the range of the redemption values she received? The range is 4. Option number 1 is the correct option. Braden, a forward. Braden, a forward on his school basketball team. He played in 8 games since starting high school. The number of points he scored at those games were, what was the mean number of points scored? So for the mean, you need to add them all divided by the number of values. So you need to add them all. So I'm going to use the calculator. So that is 6 plus 5 plus 6 plus 5 plus 6 plus 8 plus 7 plus 5. So sum of all the numbers is 48. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 8. You need to basically the mean is sum of all the number by the number of values given. So sum of the values are 48. That is 6. Option number 1 is the correct option. What was the mode of the bouquet sizes? So which is the mod? The mod is the number that appears the most of the time in the given data. So 6 it is. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to calculate. Okay, then that is mean, median, and the missing number. Brooke has the following data: 12G319. What if the mod is 9, what number could G be? Mod is 9 means G is the number that appears the most of the time. So G must be 9. So G is 9. Let's just start with the test questions. Brooke has the following data. If the mod is 9, what number could G be? The correct option is 9 because G is the number that appears the most of the time in the given data. Paul has the following data. If the mean is 12, what number could V be? Mean is 12, right? Mean means the sum of all the numbers divided by the number of values. Let's suppose if V is 20. So the sum of the numbers is 20 plus 14 plus 8 plus 6 plus 6 plus 18. Sorry, 18. So if V is 20, the sum of all the numbers is 72. They are 1, 2, 3, 6. So 72 divided by 6 is 12. So that means yes, V equals 12. So the correct option is 20. V is 20. Option 1 is the correct option. Brandy has the following data. If the median is 16, what number could D be? Median is 16. So 16 is the middle number. So before 16, we have 3 and 7 because they are less than 16. And after 16, it would be D and 19, right? So you have two numbers before and two numbers after. So the after would be 9. Option number 1 is the correct option, that is 19. Camel has the following data. If the range is 11, what number could T be? Range is 11. Range is the difference between the greatest and the least number. So 20 minus 9 is 11. So T would be either 19 or 20, whatever number it is. Matthew has the following data. Matthew has the following data. If the median is 19, which number could y be? Median is 19. That means 19 is the middle number. Before the 19, we have 14 and 16. After 19, it would be y and t. So it would be 20. It is the correct option is 20. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 6 math. The chapter we were working on is the lessons we have covered today are high representative random and bisamples, calculate mean, median, modern range, find the missing number. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lessons, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you, or either you can write them down in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. No questions? Okay, that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.